Reinforcing the A350 family's place as the most environmentally friendly big wide body in use today by making the structure lighter, improving performance, increasing the maximum number of ways it can be used, and giving all business model configurations more room, choices, and ways to adapt. Airbus is making changes to the A350's speed and cabin that will help airlines and the people they carry. This is happening because airline buyers are now getting a new standard for how products should change over time. The performance improvements include lowering the total weight of the plane, making it easier to take off, and giving it a higher maximum takeoff weight, or MTOW. With the changes, the airspace cabin has more space, options, and ways to use it. They include a wider cross-section in the areas where paying passengers sit, more space at the front and back of the plane for new, bigger galleys, a new place for flight crew to rest in the area above the crown, and a new, big bathroom in the front. Also, the changes give the revenue passenger areas a more diverse mix of people. The most recent generation, the third generation, of windows that can be dimmed with electricity is now a possibility under the new standard. A350 performance improvements. When compared to both the Boeings and the A350s that are already in use, the new standard leads to a large overall weight reduction. These improvements, which can save up to 1.2 metric tons of weight, are good for both the smaller A350-900 version and the bigger A350-1000 version. Airbus was able to do this by making improvements to the systems, structures, and installs in different parts of the plane. Among these were the installation of the new electrical system, which included further optimization in the crown by using new cable concepts, and the optimization of the cabin systems, which included the installation of a new single water tank, a new waste tank, and lighter floor panel heating. Airbus has improved the way its mechanical systems are set up by putting in new composite tubes that make it easier to spread the incoming air. There are also brand new changes to the structure of both the nacelle and the shaft that save weight. The A350 program has also taken advantage of the chance to use more cutting-edge materials like carbon fiber to reduce the total weight of the plane by a large amount. For example, we made the upper and lower wing covers as well as part of the wing that holds the landing gear even better. In addition to being used in the door frames, CFRP is also used in the body of the fuselage. The takeoff performance of the most recent models of the A350 has also been improved. This is especially helpful when flying out of airports that are hard to use, high altitude, small runways, hot weather, etc. To reach this goal, Airbus has made new software that controls where the slats and flaps are, and the company has also made a faster cycle for retracting the landing gear, which gives the plane more room to move around obstacles and reduces aerodynamic drag. A350 Airspace Cabin Innovations. With the extra 4 inches added to the cabin width, the total is now 225 inches. This means the cabin volume has grown, which is one of the most important parts of the A350 cabin update. The sidewalls were reshaped, which made 2 inches of room on each side of the constant cylindrical section. This made it possible to add this extra space. Since the extra cabin width is good for all seating classes, the extra room can be used to make the aisles, armrests, seat pins in between the armrests, or the center console in premium economy bigger, or any combination of these options. Even though the A350 already has 10 abreast seating arrangement for airlines that need a high-density layout, the extra width added in the most recent standard for the A350 makes the previous 343 seating arrangement more comfortable for passengers by allowing the installation of full 17-inch wide economy seats that are standard in the industry. Many of the big airlines already use these seats for their customers. The new cabin was made to be flexible from the start, so airlines that choose to start with a 9 abreast 333 economy section can quickly switch to the new 10 abreast plan in the future. This is possible because the seat rails, tracks, and IFE interfaces that are used for 9 abreast seating can also be used for 10 abreast seating without any changes to the floor connection interfaces. When the A350 was first designed, the supporting floor panels were made to fit a larger number of seats, like the new 10 abreast choice. This means that they're also flexible. This is another way that the A350 can be used in different situations. In a similar way, the plane's large air conditioning flow capacity can easily handle more people, so this part did not need any changes either. In the same way, improved insulation in the new sidewalls makes sure that the acoustic and thermal insulation qualities will still be the best in the industry. This means that the A350 will still be the quietest plane in its class. The A350's carbon fiber fuselage design lets it have a cross-section that isn't a circle. This helps the plane's famous near-vertical sides. These sides are another thing that makes the A350 stand out. Because of this, passengers will be glad to hear that the vertical sidewalls have been kept even though the size of the cabin has grown. This was done to make sure that people could use the extra width at their hips, shoulders, and heads. When carbon fiber reinforced plastic or CFRP is used to make the body, the cabin altitude pressure drops to 6,000 feet. This, along with the higher humidity levels during the trip, makes passengers less tired overall. Engineers who work for Airbus have added 35 inches to the length of the cabin and 4 inches to its width. This was done by moving the wheelhouse wall a little bit forward and rearranging the monuments in the best way possible. Also, behind the last set of doors at the back of the plane, the rear pressure bulkhead, or RPB, has been moved back by one frame to make room for an even bigger kitchen area at the back. A new technology, electro-dimmable windows, which block 99.999% of light, weigh less, and are easy to clean and take care of. Since this technology behind electro-dimmable windows, or EDW, has reached a mature stage, Airbus is happy to offer this option to customers of the latest version of the A350 family, which is now being delivered. Gentex made the most recent generation of EDWs, which shade 100 times faster than the first generation and twice as fast as the generation before that. Also, they can now effectively block more than 99.999% of visible light, as well as the infrared energy that the sun gives off. This helps keep the inside of the car cooler and puts less stress on the air conditioning system. Starlux Airlines, which is based in Taipei, is the first airline to choose these gadgets for its A350 airplane after it was just delivered. The new EDWs also make it more comfy for passengers to travel by letting them choose how dark their windows are and still be able to see out if they want to. Maintenance crews can also benefit from the windows because they can be quickly and easily removed from the window bezels with a special tool without having to remove any seat or sidewall panels, and replaced with a service replacement insert, which also speeds up the turnaround time. The new standard for A350s includes a wide range of product improvements that make the planes better in many ways. Also, this approach is the most recent example of Airbus' goal to keep improving its aircraft products through innovation, which is based on what its customers want. The A350 family, which was already the most advanced and efficient new wide-body in the world, gives airline users better performance, more efficient ways to make money, and more ways to make money. Also, the airspace cabin that comes standard on the A350 gives airlines even more room and choices to give their passengers a higher level of service and entertainment while they're in the air. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.